Well, good day. I just wanted to give an update on our backyard aquaponics system here at Canvas Tattoo. One of the things I wanted to talk about today was how to thin or space plants correctly. Now, spacing is really important when you're growing vegetables because if you have plants that are too close together, then they will have to compete with each other, mostly for light. Now, if you're growing in soil, they would also be competing with each other for nutrients, but since nutrients aren't an issue in an aquaponics system because they're so abundant, we really just have to thin to make sure that we have enough light for the plants. So if you look at these sugar snap peas here, they look pretty close, but the spacing on sugar snap peas is actually only 2 inches. So these are spaced correctly, and they'll climb up a trellis once we build it. Now, if you look at this row of turnips here, you'll see that they are really close together. Now, turnips need about 6 inches of room to grow into a full turnip. If you were to let this batch of plants, so you got like all these little seedlings here, if you were to let these just continue growing, you'd have a bunch of tiny turnips with not very big leaves, and you just wouldn't get a good harvest out of them. Now, the reason you plant so close is to ensure that you have enough plants to thin out later. And seeds are so cheap that generally you can just plant a whole bunch in a row at about 1/4 inch apart and then thin out later. So what we're going to do is thin these turnip plants out to about 6 inches apart. And the way I'll do that is you pick one there, and then I'll just go like this to get about 6 inches and then pull the rest out. And you'll see that when you pull them out, that they have all these roots left. You can actually replant these in another part of the system if you so desire. I'm not going to do that because we are out of room. And even though it looks like there's some blank space in here, there's not. These plants are going to take over in no time. So what we'll do is just go around and when you're also picking out the seedlings you want to do, you want to get the smallest ones. Let the big ones stay until, pull that one out, until you have roughly one plant every 6 inches. And I'll leave a couple in between just in case one rots off or something. And I apologize for it's taking so long, but I figured if you're really trying to learn, then you might want to watch me go through it. And you hear these cute little birds chirping. Oh. All right. Back to work. All right, almost done here. Almost done. I won't bore you too much. Clear this little patch up here. Now you may be thinking, man, that's a lot of plants to take out. However, this whole pack of seeds, which came with probably, 500 seeds in it, cost like $2. And this row here, we're gonna yield, 20 some turnips, plus all the delicious turnip greens that come off with it. And then here, all our little plants we took out, you could put these on top of a salad if you want, or replant them somewhere else in the system, whatever you want to do. I actually, right across this pipe here are some of the radish plants that I pulled out of this patch when it was too crowded. These are French breakfast radishes, and they need about a 1 inch spacing, and so I got those pretty well cleared out, although there's a couple in here I can take out. And radish sprouts are totally delicious, so definitely don't want to have those go to waste. They are peppery, and their leaves are a lot bigger for some reason, even in the cotyledon stage, and so they're just a lot better to eat as microgreens compared to those turnips. So we'll do a little walk around here of the rest of the system. It looks like our lettuce here is, man, it's about ready to harvest, and I think we are going to pull these out next week. You'll see I actually put some cilantro plants in between these mature heads of lettuce, and those will then take over the space once the lettuce comes out. Also put some onions in there, and then sorry, I'm stepping over the trap door. And over here, more cilantro. You can see this red lettuce here, which is pretty gorgeous. It's growing at about half the speed. This is Bugatti, a red oak leaf lettuce by Paramount Seeds. This is Muir, I don't really know how to say it, M-U-I-R, Muir Summer Crisp lettuce. It's a Batavia type lettuce that can be grown in really hot climates. We've actually grown this in greenhouses in our larger aquaponics systems that have temperatures of 100 degrees, and they still won't bolt. So it's pretty amazing. And haven't checked on the fish this morning. Oh, they're down there, but they get kind of scared when I come in. We have a little light in there for all the events that happen at night. You can see some koi fish down in there hanging out, although they're probably a little bit bothered. I just woke them up. And you know, we're feeling pretty good about this. At this time of the season, we only get about 4 hours of sun on this system, and you can see we still have healthy growth. And over the next couple weeks, when these plants all start to fill out, you will really start to see this thing just be green. You won't even see any gravel anymore. And I'm not sure if I ever showed you all our little trap door here. So underneath our system, we devised some storage space, and you'll see, pull this door open, this is where we keep all of our supplies. Sorry for the mess in there. And I've had to create some additional supports for the grow beds and whatnot, and like I got some cinder blocks here supporting it. This is a constant flood system, and you'll see the IBC tanks that we actually made the grow beds out of. The constant flood is, you know, it's heavy. It's holding all that water the whole time. So we actually had the grow bed start to collapse about 2 inches on one side, and we had to get a car jack and jack the thing up and put some bricks under there. So this is a work in progress. It's a system made out of all recycled materials. So, you know, it's fun and it's working. And we would appreciate it if you enjoy these videos and you're learning something. Please comment on our YouTube channel and subscribe and click the little bell icon to follow us. And if you are interested in the programs that we have going on in local schools, you can go to www.100gardens.org to learn more.